What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? This is Outdoor Millennial. Make sure to like and subscribe to follow along in our journey here. We're getting ready to go down to Hatfield McCoy. This video is just a brief overview of some of the modifications I made in preparation for that trip, and pretty much preparation for winter weather riding. I've installed storage, I've installed weather hand guards, heated grips, heated thumb, phone mount, and an extra gas can. So follow along. Thanks for watching. As you can see, up front I have the Roto Pack gas can. This is a 2-gallon one installed. I have the Power Mad version 2 mitts. Did install the mirrors. I'm going to be installing the American Trails saddle fender bags. Did put on the Polaris Lock and Ride Command cargo container. It's pretty nice. Did put on the rear brush guard. This is all really for preparations for our trip upcoming soon to Hatfield McCoy. As you can see here, let me zoom in for you. The Power Mad grips or gauntlets are super nice. They keep your hands nice and out of the elements. But you also see in there, in this guy, you can kind of see it right there. That is the Demon heated dual zone grips. So we have the heated grips on there on both sides, and then it also heats the thumb pad right there as well, as you can see. There's 5 levels of heat on those, and honestly I've only gone the 2, and it keeps your hands nice and warm, especially with these gauntlets on there. They don't really work very well with the mirrors, so I had to cut the hole, a small hole in the mirrors, but then the mirrors pop right out through there, so it works out pretty good. You can also see there that I did install a ram mount. Let's get a closer look at that guy. So I did install the ram mount right here. Took the front cover off on the pod, and then you can screw in, or I bolted these in. I just drilled a hole and bolted it in. Then I went with the composite to keep it kind of light, because this is a rather flimsy plastic, so I didn't want a lot of metal ram mounts. They have both metal and composite, and I went with a lighter route. All of these modifications that I've done are in prep for our Hatfield McCoy Trail adventures coming up for after Thanksgiving. Everyone always asks about the Roto Pack and how that's mounted, so let me go ahead and show you here. So you gotta unhook the front straps, make sure that's done, and then we can flip this up, and you can see it fits perfectly in line in the middle. The 4 bolts, that's just their standard mount. I just did 4 2-inch bolts, or actually I used the provided hardware, sorry, and you just line it up so that way it fits perfectly within those that square. And as you can see, you're just going to unhook that, and then this comes right off, and there you go. And this holds 2 gallons. So that would get you, that's a nice little reserve there. And what I really like about it here, and I'll show you if I can get a good angle, is I'll try to sit down and show you how, down here, and see if I can get a good view for you, and show you how this doesn't impact your sight line. So right here is about where your head is. Let me see if I can zoom out. Yep, that's always zoomed out. So that's right about where my head normally sits. And as you can see, if you were to stand up, it doesn't really impact your sight line at all if you're standing. But it does hold 2 gallons of gas. And then also right here is my ram mount. So that's not the final position. I kind of want it to go a little more up and over, because I would like to still see my cluster. But that's going to hold my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So I'll have a nice little, that'll be acting as my GPS unit. And let's see if I can get a picture. So there's the heated Heman grips module. So you can select it, and that's like your grips or your thumb pad. And then it remembers your last setting, and that just turns the power up or down, and then you hold it for 2 seconds to turn it off. Pretty nice unit, really designed very well. It's sealed really well. I don't think water is ever going to be an issue getting in there. But I don't intend to run these grips over the summer, because they are just a slip-on with a I think that was a really tiny 3mm hex bolt, so those come off really easy. The last thing I'm going to do here that it's not technically installed is like I said earlier, I'm going to put this guy right here. You'll be able to see it right there. But to do that, there's no really easy way to put it on this Polaris. I'm going to have to drill a hole right here. I'm going to bolt it, and then I'm going to drill a hole probably right about here and bolt there. So that way we can get the bag on there without it moving around a lot. I really like the looks and functionality of this cargo container. You got a lot of room in here. You even have a nice little tray for more delicate stuff that you want to keep protected from bouncing around. I'm not entirely convinced of its what's the word? I'm not entirely convinced that it will stay on. Fell off on us last time I used it, and we were lucky to go travel back and find it. It fell off practically at the start of our trail. About a half an hour later, we noticed it was missing. And let's see, the rear bumper kind of just ties in with the front ultimate bumper. I don't know why they don't include that from the factory. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. Picked it up and put it on there so that way it matches the front. Alright, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and follow along on our journey here. I'll be posting our videos from Hatfield McCoy in the coming weeks or two. Then I also have some videos coming up about how I installed the heated grips. And I'll be making sure to get a video how I install the American Trails bag on the side of the fender. Thanks for watching.